I don't think I've ever heard anything from New Order. Right, New Order is the name of the band, not the song. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think so. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. This is again, New Order Ceremony. Here we go. This riff reminds me of something. This one right here, like a Strokes song maybe? I'm really trying to put my finger on it. I like that a whole lot. Honestly thought it was going to be a lot darker than it was, just because usually when this song gets requested, it's requested alongside Joy Division, and Joy Division is pretty dark, and not to say that this is like the most upbeat song in the world, but just the way that it's played instrumentally, I'm like, okay, this was right. New Order was way before the Strokes, I know that, but just like I guess. When I say it reminds me of the Strokes, I've probably heard whatever Strokes song that maybe sampled or interpolated this first. And so that's why it reminds me of that. But yes, I do know that New Order came first. And you're right, Magda CK. That definitely reminds me of the Killers as well. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm like, yes, that has a very strong Killers vibe to it. So somebody that I listened to somewhere has sampled or interpolated this song, if you will, because that riff just sounds so familiar. Yeah, I need to like work on my language for how I talk about that, because I think in the last time with Joy Division, I was like, this riff reminds me of Metallica, but it was like, Joy Division came first, so it's just kind of like, I don't know how else to say that, but anyway, a little bit of info here. It does say after the death of Ian Curtis, it would have been understandable for the remaining members of Joy Division to give up or try to carry on without their singer. They locked themselves away in Manchester and set about finding a new sound, each taking turns on vocals before Bernard Sumner settled into the role. When Ceremony, which featured Curtis's lyrics, was released in 1981, it bridged the gap between what Joy Division had been and what New Order would become. It marked a new era for both the city and the band, ushering in the birth of Rave, the Hacienda, and a triumphant career for a band who had once lost everything. Wow, that was a pretty damn good summary. This song has been covered many times by many artists. In 2007, Radiohead performed and recorded a cover version during a webcast. I don't think I've heard that version. In 2010, a Ceremony tribute album was released consisting of over 30 songs covered by various artists, including 12 separate covers of Ceremony. Damn, kind of like that Metallica thing they did, where it's just like they got all these different artists to cover their Black album. So cool. All right, so looking at the lyrics, this is why events unnerve me. They find it all a different story. Notice whom for wheels are turning, turn again, and turn towards this time. All she asks, the strength to hold me. Then again, the same old story. Word will travel oh so quickly. Travel first and lean towards this time. Oh, I'll break them all. No mercy shown. Heaven knows. Like I said, it's not really an upbeat song. It sounds upbeat in the instrumentation. But knowing this was written by Ian Curtis, it's like, all right, this is definitely not like as bright as the instrumentation makes it sound. But heaven knows it's got to be this time. Watching her, these things she said, the times she cried, too frail to wake this time. Oh, I'll break them down. No mercy shown. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. Avenues all lined with trees, picture me, and then you start watching forever, watching love grow forever, letting me know forever. Yeah, lyrically, I've a smarter person than me just gonna have to tell me what this thing's about, because I'm just not picking up on it. But I do think the lyricism is at least interesting, and sort of poetic in nature, so give it a thumb up, why not. As far as the instrumentation goes, like I said, really enjoying the guitar work here. Honestly, guitar and bass I think worked really well for me here. The bass was so killer. It sounded so good. And then the guitar, like I said, reminds me of something I've heard from the Strokes or from the Killers. Obviously, New Order did it first, but just very reminiscent of more modern acts that I've heard. So it's kind of clear, I think, sometimes where certain bands get their sort of inspiration from. So I thought this one was really good. The drumming, bass, like I said, guitar was really good. I really liked the vocals. They were sort of sweet and tender in their own way, while still having this sort of darkness to them, which I really liked. So I give it 2 thumbs up instrumentally and vocally as well. And then as far as replay value goes, I really like this one a whole lot. So 2 big thumbs up there as well. I can definitely see myself listening to it. Again, I'm kind of a sucker for songs that have sort of, I guess, bright poppy melodies, if you will, while still kind of while still kind of being a little depressing in some ways. My cat just tried to jump on the windowsill and just missed. Are you all right? Yeah, you're fine. All right. So this one was really good. 2 big thumbs up across the board. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I certainly did. So let's take a look at another one.